It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual-threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Bringing this crew out is someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Brissett going to go to the air right away. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. 2 carries for a 9-yard drive for good yardage.
And based on film study, there's a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. It's Williams on the catch. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up to the 47-yard line. The Titans at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 6 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. It seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Hardy's got it on the out route. Jackson will throw again. And that's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily. And
the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Brissett's throw here into the hands of Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Deontay Hardy back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And he has the first down yardage before they'll bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
For these two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year, and that was a shocker. Titans seeded number 1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it to Williams.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Jackson. And Thomas has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Cook has it, left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 41, Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Jackson now. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now Jackson on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deontay Hardy, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Brissett on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They go play action with Brissett. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook.
And he will have the Titans 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jackson now down around his goal line. Being chased out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. 1st down, Brissett. That swung out to Mostert. .13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again is Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Thomas, 43 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Throwing is Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Brissett. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Azeez Ojulari from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Hardy. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Again, Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Seibert's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play fake, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A handoff running left is Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Brissett to throw on first. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Play action now, Brissett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Brissett. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Brissett. He's got Jordan complete right side. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Brissett. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding. Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Second down, Brissett.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Brissett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's John Simon with a sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson now. Now he steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I've met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A beautiful fake. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Hardy's got it on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be an occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Thomas with their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Seibert on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Brissett.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35 on 2nd down, Brissett. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. His defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 12-point game.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So now the Bengals down by 12. And time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Now Brissett.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brissett.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Brissett.
And that is incomplete.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at the yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They run the counter with Cook. He'll take this to the 46. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Cook. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A first down throw for Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Brissett. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 11. And the Titans getting set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Titans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.